Welcome back to Heroic Elite Comics. We're diving into the wild world of Ultimate Wolverine issue 4, and let me tell you, this one is amazing. If you've been following along, you know things are getting intense for Logan, and this issue cranks it up even more. We're going to break down everything that happens in a way that's easy to follow, so whether you're a diehard Wolverine fan or just jumping in, you'll be right at home. Before we get started, if you're enjoying these breakdowns, please give this a like, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and don't forget to tap the bell icon so you never miss an update. Alright, let's jump into Ultimate Wolverine issue 4. This issue picks up right where we left off, with Logan in a serious mental and physical battle. Thanks to Kitty Pryde's help in issue 3, the mental chains that Director X and Dr. Prostovich put in Logan's mind to control him are starting to crack. Kitty reached into his head and shattered some of those barriers, giving Logan a fighting chance to reclaim his true self. But breaking free isn't going to be easy. It's a war inside his mind and out in the real world. And trust me, there's a lot of chaos to unpack here. Plus, there's a hint that Logan might get some unexpected help soon, but we'll get to that later. We start inside Logan's mind, where he's depicted as a lone wolf fighting through a mental landscape. It's a cool visual way to show him battling the systems Dr. Prostovich set up to keep him under control. Systems are like mental walls, designed to stop him from being the real Logan. On the outside, his physical body is reacting to this inner fight, and the scientists around him are losing it. They're watching his vitals go haywire. His heart rate's dropping, his blood pressure's tanking, and they're scrambling to figure out what to do. It's like they're dealing with a ticking time bomb, and Logan's the bomb. What's wild is how Logan's inner struggle starts to sync up with what's happening outside. As he fights these mental barriers, he begins picking up on what the scientists are saying around him. Their words start overlapping with his own thoughts, which is a sign that he's getting closer to breaking free and regaining control of his conscious mind. It's like he's clawing his way back to himself, one step at a time, but he's not quite there yet. He's still stuck in this foggy, fragmented state, only able to process bits and pieces. Back in issue 3, Kitty Pryde planted a seed when she asked Logan, "Why don't you remember?" That question was like a sledgehammer smashing through the mental barriers holding him back. The comic showed this as glass shattering, revealing glimpses of Logan's past memories. Kitty didn't know exactly what was controlling him, but she knew something was wrong and trusted that Logan's tough enough to handle whatever she broke loose. Her actions created a path for Logan's true self to start surfacing, and now he's fighting to follow it. The scientists, meanwhile, are in full panic mode. They rely on a 3-part system to control Logan, but Kitty's interference has messed up 2 of those parts. The first part is sedatives, basically pumping Logan full of drugs to keep him docile. They're hitting him with doses strong enough to knock out a giant, but Logan's not going down easy. The second part is re-education and manipulation, kind of like brainwashing, similar to what we've seen with the Winter Soldier and other stories. The third part is telepathy, but only a few people, like Dr. Prostovich, have access to that. With Kitty fracturing the re-education and telepathy parts, the scientists are left with just the sedatives, and those aren't working as well as they hoped. As Logan fights the sedatives in his mind, shown as him battling as a wolf, the scientists are freaking out about his physical state. One of them, let's call him Scientist Blue, notices Logan's vitals crashing and worries he's going into cardiac arrest. He wants to open the chamber Logan's in to save him, but another scientist, Scientist Green, is like, "No way, we need to wait for the guards." Blue's not having it though. He points out that if Logan dies, they'll have to answer to the Rasputins, the big bosses behind this operation. That's a scary thought, so they're stuck arguing about what to do. Scientist Green admits they've pumped 800 milligrams of a sedative called phenobarbital into Logan's chamber, which is a massive dose. But even that's not enough to stop him. Another scientist, let's call him Scientist Orange, is super nervous and insists they wait for the guards before doing anything. Blue, getting impatient, tells him to activate the Sentinel, a security measure to control Logan. Problem is, only Dr. Prostovich has the key to activate it, and she's nowhere to be found. It's a flawed system, leaving the scientists with limited options and a whole lot of fear. Inside Logan's mind, the battle takes a new turn. He's facing a giant white bear, a symbol of the mental barriers he's up against. When he attacks it, the bear smacks him down and walks away, showing how tough this fight is. On the outside, Logan's body starts stabilizing and he's staring down the scientists with that classic Wolverine intensity. Scientist Blue keeps saying, "The chamber will hold," but you can tell he's not so sure. He tells Green to hit Logan with more sedatives, sedatives, hoping to keep him under control. In Logan's mind, he's reflecting on the names he's been called: Relentless, Survivor, Hunter, Specimen. These words start connecting to the names Dr. Prostovich used in Ultimate Universe. 1 year in, Logan, Specimen, Winter Soldier. It's like his identity is a puzzle, and he's slowly piecing it together as he gears up for another round against the bear. Things escalate on the outside. Logan's body starts moving, and he's not just fighting mentally anymore. He's lashing out physically, taking down anyone in his path. It's a brutal scene, with Logan acting like a mindless animal, driven by instinct rather than control. Just when things look like they're spiraling out of control, Dr. Prostovich finally shows up. She tries to regain control by shouting, "Winter Soldier, stop! I command you!" She assures the guards she can handle him, but Logan's still fighting. In his mind, he's chanting words like animal, merciless, relentless, weapon, and repeating Logan over and over as if he's trying to anchor himself to his true identity. But when Dr. Prostovich uses the trigger phrase, "Winter Soldier, Sputnik," Logan freezes. The lab is a mess, blood everywhere, one scientist missing a hand, but her words tap into the remaining re-education programming, stopping him in his tracks. But Prostovich orders a guard to chain Logan's hands, and the guard's understandably hesitant, looking at the carnage around him. You can almost hear him thinking, is this safe? But she insists, and he complies. From here, she takes Logan deeper into the facility to reinforce the third part of the control system, telepathy. On the way, another scientist questions what happened, assuming the Winter Soldier was fully controlled. Dr. Prostovich explains that something went wrong on Logan's last mission, maybe a chip in his brain malfunctioned. She stresses that their control system relies on 3 pillars: sedatives, re-education, and telepathy. If one fails, the others are supposed to hold, but they're running out of options. They head to a place called Cerebellum, a high security area that sounds like a twisted version of Cerebro from the X-Men. Only a few people like Dr. Prostovich and the Rasputins have access. One scientist, clearly nervous, jokes about being stuck in a tight space deep underground with this monster. Dr. Prostovich doesn't sugarcoat it, saying, "Be glad you haven't been this deep inside the Kremlin. Good things don't happen here." It's a chilling moment, painting Cerebellum as a kind of hellish place. When they arrive, Dr. Prostovich reveals the key to their control system: Jean Grey, the ultimate phoenix, and the preserved brain of Charles Xavier. This is where things get really dark. A classified transcription of Dr. Prostovich's logs explains that after Charles Xavier's death, his body was kept frozen under Directorate X's watch. His brain, described as massively powerful despite his weak body, was removed and preserved. They also have Jean Grey, nicknamed the Phoenix Specimen, who's so powerful she's kept sedated and confined in Cerebellum. Her muscles have atrophied from inactivity, ensuring she can't escape even if she breaks free mentally. The setup is chilling. Xavier's brain is suspended above Jean, using electrical impulses to control and amplify her abilities. The Cerebellum chamber enhances this system, allowing Jean to control other specimens like Logan. Dr. Prostovich notes that Jean has a unique calming effect on Logan, unlike other specimens, hinting at their deep connection from the classic X-Men stories. This whole operation is about weaponizing mutants for the Eurasian Republic, and it's as grim as it sounds. The issue ends on this heavy note, leaving us wondering what'll happen next. Logan's made progress, thanks to Kitty, but Dr. Prostovich is determined to tighten her grip. Will Jean reinforce the control, or will she sense Logan's struggle and help him break free? It's a tense cliffhanger that sets up big questions for the next issue. That's it for Ultimate Wolverine issue 4. What do you think? Will Logan break free with Jean's help, or is Dr. Prostovich's control too strong? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more comic breakdowns.